show me everything.
So guys, this is Anirudh,
This is Sully,
and we're back with another video for Double Down, and this topic is about Ripple, or XRP.
So before we talk about Ripple, we need to talk about altcoins. So Ripple is a form of an altcoin. Altcoin is an alternative coin to Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin was one of the first cryptocurrencies to ever come out, and ever since then, which has been approximately 5 years, people have been making modifications to other cryptocurrencies, or coming out with other cryptocurrencies. And these modifications are slight improvements to the original platform that Bitcoin is using, which is blockchain technology. They may do things where, you know, the different entities that they work with or the different software that they use to process transactions. There's thousands of altcoins. There's a lot of different altcoins, but Ripple is one of the top altcoins.
Actually, a lot that's riding for Ripple right now, and he's gonna talk about like what the cap is and what's in circulation and how much goes into trading each day.
So back to the notion that Ripple is semi-centralized. You basically have a maximum amount of 100 billion XRP. Okay. Now, only 60%, so 60 billion XRP, is owned by Ripple. And this is what we mean when we say decentralized. As opposed to other cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, there's no central entity that owns the majority of the currency. Now, the amount of XRP that's circulating in the system where people are free to trade with is approximately 40 billion. Now, there is a very high daily volume in Ripple. There is approximately 743 million US dollars that are being traded daily using XRP.
Yeah. So because there's a $743 million transactions every day, the transaction times have to be very fast, and that's actually one of the biggest key factors for Ripple. It has the fastest transfer time of any other cryptocurrency. Just to give you an example, so say Bitcoin. If you want to transfer $10,000 worth of Bitcoin from here to Japan, it's going to take about an hour for that to transfer from here to there. However, when you do it with Ripple, it's going to do it within 30 seconds. And that's one of the main factors that banks want to use because it's cheap, it's fast, and it's reliable. So the transaction fee for Bitcoin, say transfer $10,000 worth of Bitcoin, it could be upwards of $100 for that transaction fee. However, with Ripple, you're going to be doing each transaction will cost you 0.0001 Ripple, which is nothing considered the fact that Ripple's worth 30 cents right now. So that's a very, very good kind of indication of where Ripple's going and how they're integrating with banks. And the main reason banks are adopting, you know, the Ripple is, for example, so the country of Japan is on Ripple right now. They made their test runs from transferring money from Japanese banks all across the world, and they did it within seconds. And almost 47 banks now adopted it just in Japan. The banks include United Arab Emirates. They include IC Bank in India. They include BBVA Bank, Axis Bank, and like I said, the other 47 banks in Japan. There are also a couple banks in Canada that also accept it right now, which is very good for Ripple. And that's the primary reason we're making this video, is because Ripple is very, very undervalued, and we personally think that it's going to shoot up, and it's like a stepping stone to the banking system. So you have Bitcoin, which is completely decentralized. You have banks, which are completely centralized, and then you have Ripple right in the middle, which is semi-centralized. And that's why we think it's basically the future.
Ripple is semi-centralized. It's been receiving a lot of heat from the crypto community. This is because, like we said before, banks are centralized. Crypto is supposed to be decentralized. Now, when you have a semi-centralized cryptocurrency that is willing to work with banks, people hate on that because what they're investing in essentially and what they're hoping for is that in the future we completely disregard banks and do not need to use them anymore, because there is a stigma that does come to thought when we think about banks.
Yeah, and there are not a lot of coins that are coming out just like Ripple because of that. You know, because there's a lot of basically they frown upon Ripple. But there's one competitor that's probably the biggest competitor to Ripple, which is Stellar Lumens. And just a fun fact, like just in the last couple of days, it rose 8 times, 9 times,
and
which is crazy.
It has a lot of potential because I believe earlier in October it actually partnered with IBM, and IBM is a Fortune 500 company. And I believe, don't quote me, but I believe that Stellar Lumens is the only cryptocurrency that has officially partnered with the Fortune.
No, actually, Ripple did too.
Ripple, who
yeah. So Ripple in 2012 partnered with IBM as well. So I found out about Ripple right around that time, 2012 time frame. And at that time, they were partnered with IBM with a project called World Community Grid.
Okay.
And since you cannot mine Ripple, which is semi-centralized, you cannot mine Ripple or Stellar Lumens. They basically partnered with World Community Grid, which is a cancer research or like a health research organization, and you supply your computer power to the cancer research, and it kind of unfolds like DNA and like all those genes and stuff on your computer, and in turn, per hour they'll pay you in ripples. So that's why
that's how it's awarded.
Yeah, that's how it's awarded. So back in the day, that's what I did. So I kind of set up a mining rig and basically set my computer to work for IBM and World Community Grid, and in return, IBM paid me in ripples.
Okay,
so
cool.
that was the first, and then slowly Ripple started kind of gaining popularity, and a lot of transactions started happening. So IBM started kind of stepping back a little bit, and they stopped that incentive. However, now their competitor, which is Stellar Lumens, is now partnering with IBM, and Stellar Lumens is about right around 10 cents. So
close to it, yeah.
Almost close to 10 cents. So now it's gonna go up, maybe even as much as Ripple. However, we think that in the next 1 year, Ripple will 100% hit $2. Hopefully, that's what the CEO tweeted today as well.
Yes.
So, and we definitely think that as well. This is a really, really undervalued coin. Most people are sleeping on it, and Bitcoin's over 10,000. The next big jump that people can make their money in, multiplied by 8-9 times, is Ripple. So we just don't want people to sleep on that. I know a lot of people hate Ripple. They kind of look down on it, but if you're in it for the money, that's your key.
Fun fact, Coinbase, there has been rumors that Coinbase, which right now only trades 3 different cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. I've seen it on Reddit. People have talked about it. I don't know how valid these rumors are. Like I said, they're just rumors. But Coinbase may start allowing purchasing and selling of Ripple on their exchange website, which would be huge. That's
actually
huge marketing.
Yeah, Poloniex actually started it. Before, you couldn't buy Ripple with USD.
Yeah.
Now you can buy Ripple with USD on Poloniex as well, which is great because it's getting traction, you know, and it's doing so much in volume that it's gonna be at the top 5 basically forever.
Right.
And we're just waiting for it because it's so undervalued to shoot up, and that's where you'll make a good amount of money. Even if you like it, you hate it, you don't like the idea of semi-centralized, if you want to make money, that's where you gotta do it.
Now we'll give you our thoughts, or we won't really tell you what to do, but should you invest in Ripple? What do you think?
100%.
Yeah.
I've invested in it way back in 2011, 2012. I'm still continuing to invest in it, and at this kind of moment, with all the news that's coming in, I actually plan to buy more Ripple than I have right now because I really think that it's gonna go up multiple times, and I can't miss that opportunity.
Right. And I agree as well. I came in a little late. I bought Ripple when it was around 20 cents, but you know, I'm in it for the long run, right? I'm gonna be holding. So I'm hoping that, you know, this has a lot of potential, and
100%.
Don't sleep on this altcoin.
Like, I mean, people are kicking themselves about they didn't buy Bitcoin when it was $1,000 and it increased 10 times. Forget about that. Ripple is 25 to 30 cents. It's fluctuating, and if it goes over $2, you guys are getting your opportunity right there. Right. So I hope you guys really invest in Ripple. Hope you guys found this video informative. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll be back with another video soon.